Hey horror fans, and welcome back to Morbidly Beautiful here on YouTube. My name is Maven, and let's just jump right into today's video, which is going to be a movie review. As it is Pride Month and we are doing a whole bunch of awesome Pride Month related things on the site, I thought I would bring that same celebration to the YouTube channel here associated with morbidlybeautiful.com, link is in the description, and review one of my favorite LGBTQ plus films, which is 2014's All Cheerleaders Die. Written and directed by Lucky McKee and Chris Saverston, All Cheerleaders Die follows outsider Maddie, who joins her school's cheerleading squad with ulterior motives to ruin the squad's lives. Tragedy strikes when an accident causes them all to die, but Maddie's ex-girlfriend Lena brings them all back using magic, and Maddie's plan for revenge shifts its focus onto the football jocks who killed them. I really wanted to get on here and talk about this one because I feel like it gets a lot of hate, and maybe the way I summarized it, you might be saying to yourself,
yeah, I can see why, it sounds dumb.
But of course, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Obviously, not all of us are gonna like all the same movies, and frankly, it would be boring if we did. However, I feel like a lot of what the film does right gets ignored in favor of some of the things that it maybe does not so right. Granted, it's not a perfect movie. I feel like at points it's trying too hard to be some sort of like Mean Girls craft thing. And if I'm being honest, I feel like a lot of the male characters are painted a little too darkly. Like, it definitely has that tone of like all men are evil scum, which I don't totally agree with. But at the same time, I also feel like hyperbole is kind of the point of this movie. So I feel like the whole like men are all perverted jerks thing gets over exaggerated on purpose, because a lot of other stuff in the movie gets over exaggerated, and I feel like it's done purposefully. What I really like about the movie though is the whole satire of how women are normally objectified in horror films, especially if there is a sort of lesbian relationship or fling, or just two girls kissing, which is almost always used to titillate a male audience. And in terms of this movie, I'm not talking about Maddie and Tracy's sort of little like fling that goes on in the movie. I'm talking about Maddie and Lena, who when the movie starts have been broken up for some indeterminate amount of time. And the only spoiler I'm going to give is they end up back together at the end, which I kind of thought was a smart choice, because we kind of have the two types of lesbian relationships in film. There's like a normal one, maybe not the healthiest, but a normal one, which would be Maddie and Lena, and then one that is mostly used to titillate a male audience, which would be Maddie and Tracy. Maddie and Lena, as they are a more normal relationship, get some really sweet moments together, which is super refreshing because they aren't scenes that radiate the
ooh, look, it's two women kissing, that's so hot
energy. Gore fans are also gonna love this movie because as this cheerleading squad is the undead, being undead usually comes with the caveat of having to consume flesh or drink blood, the latter of which is what these girls have to do to survive. All I can say is, if you're going to give this movie a shot, go in just expecting a fun time. Again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Just some of the negative reviews I have read, it seems like maybe they could have possibly gone into the movie taking it maybe a little too seriously. So I would just recommend, if you're going to watch this movie, just go in lighthearted and expecting a fun time. If you haven't already seen All Cheerleaders Die, it is available on a lot of places. Hold on, let me get my list. Tubi TV, Vudu, Prime Video, YouTube, iTunes, and Google Play. So you have a couple of different places you can watch it. If you have already seen it though, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it and why you like and or dislike it. As always, all of the social links for Morbidly Beautiful are in the description, so make sure you follow us to stay up to date on all things horror, and I will see you guys next time with another new video. And until then, stay strange. Bye.